Aidan, thanks for joining us ahead of a Scottish Cup trip to Linlithgow. You're one of the few guys in the team who's played at Prestonfield. What's your memories of the ground?
Yeah, I was there with Falkirk and Rafe a few times, and it's always a tough game. They're a decent side, and they caused us a lot of problems whenever I've been there. So it's going to be a tough game for us.
It's a wee tight pitch, a wee tight ground as well. A bit different from the City Stadium, so it's just a case of adapting to your surroundings on a Friday night.
Yeah, it's it's tight, and if I remember right, the pitch was it's not bad. It's not bad surface, but both times when I was at Falkirk and Rafe, they made it difficult for us at the start of the game. It was 100 miles an hour and they were pressing. So, like I say, I don't think you're going to go down there and it'll be an easy game. This will be a really tough game.
The gaffer said that you've prepared for this game is exactly as you would for any other game, despite it being a Scottish Cup.
Yeah, I think you've got to. It doesn't matter. You get good players that have played at a good level playing for Linlithgow, so they're no mugs and they'll know what they're going to do and how they're going to try and beat us. So we've got to go down there and just go with our own game plan.
And it'll be on the television as well, so both teams will want to put a good account of themselves in front of the cameras.
Yeah, it's a big incentive for both teams, and we've got to go and just work hard and do what we know that we can do. Do you know what I mean?
And obviously it's a senior team coming down to a lower league team, so it's a big game for them generally, and it'll be a reasonably big crowd as well.
Yeah, it's a nice wee stadium. It's tight. The fans will be tight to the pitch, so yeah, I'm sure there'll be some abuse getting shouted. But no, it's good for the players, and I think they're all excited for the game.
So how's training been this week? Obviously there was a disappointment last week of the game being called off late. Has it just been head down and work ahead of this game on the Friday?
Yeah, that's life. Usually winter time that you'll get games called off, and yeah, that's in the past now. So we've looked to the Linlithgow game since that was cancelled. So we were in from Sunday onwards, and we've all been working and looking towards this game tomorrow.
Mentioned disappointment last week, but there was a lot of celebrations right across the country. I think with a few of your former Queen's Park teammates central to that when Scotland beat Denmark.
Yeah, it's brilliant for them. And I texted a few of them, and I was just saying to them, congratulations and enjoy their celebrations, because I knew they would be out and they'd be rough after the game. So no, it's fair play, and we're going to a World Cup in summer.
And it was Andy and Lawrence that you played with at Queen's Park. Were there any others in that squad that you've shared a pitch with or shared a training ground with even?
Yeah, there's a few in that squad that I know. There was obviously Big John Suter. I was with him at United, and I shared the flat with him, Scott McKenna. There's a few in there that are good lads, and I'm not surprised they've went on to kick on and do well for their country.
It just shows you what can be achieved by Queen's Park players. You know, two guys that have come through the ranks here, and Andy and Lawrence, and now they're heading to the World Cup next summer.
Yeah, of course. You always find that you get players that do well that come from League 2, League 1, and they've always go on and kick on and do well, and that's football. That's happened throughout the past, and that will happen in the future as well. So it's an inspiration for young kids that are maybe at League 2, League 1 level, and they think they can't go anywhere. Then you've got to look up to the likes of Lawrence and Andy and all these sort of players.
It shows you what hard work can do. Just get the head down and work, and you get the results in the end.
Of course, you don't get there without hard work, and people, fans and whoever it is, people who've played them will maybe say different, but they'll work hard to get there. There's no other way that you can get to that position.
Obviously they were with you in your first spell at Queen's Park. This is your second one here. How does the squads compare between that one and this one?
Yeah, well, when we all came in, we were all young boys. We'd played together for 5 years or whatever it was throughout the youth at Queen's Park, and there was obviously there's a few that came through. I think Bliss Bittle as well. There was a few that went on and had their own career, and yeah, it was completely different because we were League 2 at that time, like I say, and it's Championship now. But there's a lot of young players in that change room that have got to take inspiration from that as well, that they can kick on and try and break through, and it's a good opportunity for the young players here, because the gaffer's giving them opportunities to play and showcase themselves. And through my experience, you don't get that at every club. So they should be privileged that they're in this situation and take it with both hands.
Again, we're talking about opportunities, and we mentioned again the cameras will be there tomorrow night, so it's just an opportunity really to show what can be done on a national stage with the BBC.
Of course, and I think for a lot of the young boys that are playing in front of cameras or for the first time or whatever it is, they've you've got to just go out there and enjoy and play the way they would play when they're playing school football. That's the way you've got to think when you're a young boy. Play with no fear, as they say. So I think a lot of them do, to be fair, and they've got to just continue that, because once you seize up and you start playing with fear and you overthink things, that's when it starts going wrong.
And it's a cup game as well, to give a wee bit of freshness to the build up. The fact that it's not the leagues, not the week after week. It's a bit different, and this club saw what cup competitions can do last season.
Of course, you want to go on a cup run. You want to. I think cup runs can be quite special, because when you get through, everyone's watching the draw and seeing who you can get. So that's everyone wants that, but we can't even look too far ahead of that, because you've got to go to Linlithgow and do the business there, because, like I say, that'll be a tough game, and you're not going to go there and run over the top of them, and that's a fact.
Right stuff. Well, best of luck tomorrow. We'll see you at Prestonfield.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks, Aidan.